The Evil Dead movies are known for contributing some of the hottest monsters on the silver screen, and we found it necessary to end one of the most heated debates in horror history that rages on endlessly. Which Deadite makes our jaw drop the farthest? Welcome to Burn After Watching. In this video, we'll be ranking the top 11 sexiest Deadites in the Evil Dead franchise. For this list, we'll be taking a look at every Deadite to appear in Evil Dead 1, 2, Army, 2013, and Rise, and organize them from sexy to even sexier. Grab your chainsaw and a glass of oil, and try not to jump through the screen, because here we go! Number 11. Starting off our list is Ellie, the main villain of the latest movie. Do we really need to explain why Ellie is on this list? All I'm going to say is, if you're watching this video, Alyssa, here's my phone number, my address, and my actual credit card number. And don't forget the 3 numbers on the back. Go buy something, Queen. You deserve it. Number 10. Scotty from The Evil Dead. Let's pay respect to the classic that started it all. Even with the low budget and inexperience, Sam Raimi had an eye for beautiful beasts. Scott was already a good-looking dude before the Deadites took possession of his body, but his Deadite version is just downright hot. I mean, just look at that face. Who could say no? And yeah, he needs to drop that skincare routine. Number 9. Possessed Ash in Evil Dead 2. Now, we can't include Ash on this list, sadly, because it is reserved for the Deadites. But Possessed Ash from Evil Dead 2? We most certainly can. What makes him so attractive is that Bruce Campbell is God's gift to Earth, and slapping some white contacts in his eyes only makes me want him even more. Good thing Annie was the lead in the movie, because if I was in this situation, Ash's musky scent would have had me floating in the air like he was a pie on a windowsill. Hail to the king? You bet I will. Number 8. Linda in Evil Dead 2. Now, Linda is a pretty woman at the start of Evil Dead 2, no doubt about it. But you know what makes a woman really shine? If you said getting reanimated from the dead, you would be correct. I was a child when this movie came out in 1983. I sat there in the theater, watching Linda dance on screen, and I was absolutely seduced. Ever since then, I've been searching high and mighty for a woman who can fulfill my needs, who will reenact this dance for me, and take me to a higher place with the moves of what could only be called angelic. Number 7. Mr. Fonda from Evil Dead Rise. For all you gilf lovers out there, this placement is for you. Mr. Fonda is another character that doesn't do much on screen, only being possessed for a very small amount of time in the movie, but boy does he leave an impact. We appreciate a king who knows exactly how to get under our skin for a single line of dialogue in the second act. Move over, Scream. I think there's a different character who deserves the name of Chad. Number 6. The Mini Ashes from Army of Darkness. Now, this is a bit of a cheat, as they aren't specifically Deadites, but rather unexplained paranormal creatures that appear as Ash breaks a piece of glass. But we had to include them, as I think we can all agree that the first time we saw these little guys, we all wished for them to appear in our bathroom mirror after coming home, so they could start tying us down and watch us struggle and wriggle in fear as they enter our stomach and grow inside us, right? I mean, just look at these chiseled chins. If you don't find their acute senses of humor and capabilities for Vor to be attractive, you might just not be interested in romance at all. Number 5. Eric from the remake. People root for good guys, but sometimes the bad guys steal the show. Possessed Eric only shows up for a minute of screen time near the end, but man does he leave an impression. Some things that make him so sexy are that he has hair and seems to be pretty tall, at least 5 feet. If that doesn't get you jumping for joy, I don't know what will. Number 4. Evil Ash from Army of Darkness. There's one moment in cinema that's notorious for popping up on all of our sexiest scene chart videos, and that of course is the moment where another Ash starts growing out of Ash's body. This iconic segment will make anyone's theater chair sopping wet afterward. But you know what snags Evil Ash the number 4 spot on our list? When he gets buried alive and brought back to life as a faceless leader of the underworld. Looks aren't the only thing that got him this high though. He's a natural-born leader, has grand goals and ambitions, lots of moolah, is funny, and overall, just a great dude. Plus, I know I love a man in power. Number 3. Sam from Evil Dead Regeneration. Listen, I know I said movies only, but there are barely any Deadites in these movies, so I just went on the Evil Dead wiki and found this picture. He looks funny, right? The idea of anyone being attracted to him is goofy. Yeah? Does it make you laugh? You find it funny? Okay, yeah, right. Listen, guys, I've been writing this forever now. It's nearly the end of the video. Just pretend you find this part funny or something. I'm so fucking tired. God, you know, she took the kids. Yeah, my ex-wife does no work around the house. All she does is yell and whine, and she thinks she deserves full custody. Give me a break. I'm the breadwinner here. I'm out here writing videos for YouTube.com, working my butt off all day, and she thinks she's entitled to all of this? Get the fuck out. Number 2. Henrietta from Evil Dead 2. They say all great art comes from pain and suffering. Ted Raimi's infamously hard time working as the character must be then why she's so sexy. Henrietta comes back to life when Ash is trapped in the basement of the cabin, and I don't know how Ash was scared, because I would have gone right over and smooched her right on those lips. With her glowing skin and flowing hair, her first appearance is enough to make anyone drool. All I'm gonna say is that if I was in that cabin that night, lock me in that cellar with a bed and some wine, and I'm saving everyone's lives in a couple hours. Before we get to our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. And there you go, folks. Those were our top 11 hottest Deadites. Do you agree with our list? Anyone we forgot? Let us know in the comments below and tell us what we should cover next. See you next time, and thanks for watching.